In a world where technology reigns supreme, two friends find themselves at the center of a baffling mystery. Sarah and John, eager to snag the latest smartphone, settle in for what they think will be a straightforward shopping experience. As Sarah opens her laptop, her eyes widen at the enticing price of $700. Meanwhile, John, glued to his smartphone, is met with a shocking $800 tag. How can two devices connected to the same store yield such drastically different prices? This isn't just a glitch. It's a glimpse into the intricate web of dynamic pricing, a hidden force that manipulates our purchasing decisions and challenges the very notion of fairness in the marketplace. Buckle up as we unravel the complexities of this digital age phenomenon. To fully grasp the intricacies of dynamic pricing, it is essential to explore the underlying mechanics that drive this strategy. At its core, dynamic pricing relies on advanced algorithms and data analytics, which analyze a multitude of variables in real time. These variables include customer demand, competitor pricing, inventory levels, and even external factors such as weather conditions or local events. For instance, in the airline industry, ticket prices can soar during peak travel seasons or major holidays, while remaining lower during off-peak times. Retailers, too, utilize dynamic pricing by adjusting prices based on consumer purchasing patterns and competitor actions, ensuring they remain competitive while optimizing profit margins. Furthermore, the rise of artificial intelligence and machine learning has enabled businesses to refine their pricing strategies with unprecedented precision, allowing for personalized pricing models that cater to individual customer preferences. This level of customization not only enhances the customer experience, but also fosters loyalty, as consumers feel they are receiving tailored offers. However, the implementation of dynamic pricing also raises ethical considerations, particularly regarding transparency and fairness, as customers may feel disadvantaged if they discover they paid more than others for the same product. Thus, while dynamic pricing presents lucrative opportunities for revenue maximization, it also necessitates a careful balance between profit and customer trust. Demand-based pricing is a nuanced approach that goes beyond simple supply and demand curves. It involves analyzing various factors that contribute to consumer behavior and market dynamics. For instance, businesses often utilize sophisticated algorithms that track real-time data on consumer purchasing patterns, seasonal trends, and even competitor pricing. This data allows companies to forecast demand fluctuations and adjust prices accordingly. Additionally, psychological pricing strategies come into play, where businesses might set prices just below a whole number, e.g. $9.99 instead of $10, to make products appear more attractive to consumers. Furthermore, external factors such as economic conditions, social trends, and even weather patterns can significantly impact demand. For example, a sudden spike in interest for outdoor gear might arise due to an upcoming holiday weekend, prompting retailers to raise prices in anticipation of increased sales. By leveraging these insights, businesses can create a more responsive pricing model that not only maximizes profits, but also enhances customer satisfaction by ensuring that prices reflect current market conditions. Dynamic pricing operates through sophisticated algorithms and data analytics that assess various factors influencing demand and supply. These mechanisms analyze real-time data such as consumer behavior, market trends, competitor pricing, and even external events like holidays or weather conditions. For instance, airlines and ride-sharing services often employ these algorithms to adjust fares based on the number of available seats or vehicles and the volume of customer requests. Additionally, businesses utilize historical data to predict future demand patterns, allowing them to set prices that reflect anticipated market conditions. This approach not only maximizes revenue during peak times, but also helps in managing inventory more effectively. Furthermore, dynamic pricing can foster customer loyalty through personalized pricing strategies, where returning customers may receive discounts based on their purchasing history. By leveraging technology and data, companies can create a pricing strategy that is not only responsive but also strategically aligned with their overall business goals. However, the benefits of dynamic pricing are not universally experienced among consumers. For those who are less price-sensitive or have rigid purchasing timelines, dynamic pricing can result in higher costs. This is particularly evident in industries such as travel and hospitality, where prices can fluctuate dramatically based on demand and availability. Additionally, consumers may feel a sense of frustration or mistrust when they notice that prices for the same product can vary widely depending on the time of purchase or their browsing history. This can lead to a perception of unfairness, especially if they believe they are being charged more simply for not being aware of price changes. Furthermore, the psychological impact of dynamic pricing can create a sense of urgency, pushing consumers to make hasty decisions out of fear that prices will rise further. Thus, while some consumers may reap the rewards of lower prices, others may find themselves navigating a landscape fraught with unpredictability and potential dissatisfaction. Dynamic pricing, a sophisticated algorithm-driven strategy, subtly shapes the landscape of everyday consumer interactions without drawing much attention. As shoppers navigate their favorite e-commerce platforms, they may unwittingly find themselves at the mercy of fluctuating prices that reflect their browsing history, location, and even the time of day. For instance, a consumer searching for a flight may notice that prices rise after repeated searches, a tactic designed to create a sense of urgency and encourage immediate purchases. This personalization extends beyond mere convenience. It creates a tailored shopping experience that can obscure the true nature of pricing mechanisms. As consumers become accustomed to these individualized offers, they may develop a false sense of security, believing they are receiving the best deal possible, when in fact, they are being influenced by a complex web of data analytics and market trends. This lack of awareness can lead to a disconnect between perceived value and actual pricing strategies, ultimately shaping consumer behavior in ways that are not immediately recognizable. As technology continues to evolve, dynamic pricing is likely to become even more sophisticated. Artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms are increasingly being utilized to analyze vast amounts of data, allowing companies to refine their pricing strategies further. This means that prices could become even more personalized and responsive to individual consumer behavior. The realization that prices are no longer fixed is a significant shift in the consumer landscape. Dynamic pricing represents a fundamental change in how products are priced and sold, driven by a complex interplay of demand, timing, location, device type, and user behavior. While companies benefit from this system, it quietly affects everyday consumers, often without their awareness. As technology continues to advance, the implications of dynamic pricing will only grow, making it essential for consumers to understand this hidden system that governs their purchasing decisions. Prices are no longer static, they are calculated, and in this new landscape, awareness is key to navigating the world of dynamic pricing effectively.